No, the mouse trap's missing.
Are you joking?
There were 2 mouse traps here.
It probably snapped shut on something. Maybe his tail or his something, and then it probably ran in and dragged the mouse trap with it. Oh my gosh, what are we dealing with?
Yeah, maybe we gotta call in the professionals. Maybe this mouse is too good for us.
Yeah.
Alright, new plan. Since that was like so close, we're just going to tape it in the same way that we had it. So basically just like this in that hole, and then just tape it down so it can't drag the mouse trap in.
Yeah.
And then, because this is our last mouse trap, if they take this, then you know we gotta go spend money and buy one. Not that that's an issue, but
yeah. So this is the hole we were talking about, and we jammed the mouse trap, our first one, right up into that hole, and then it's gone. But actually, if you kind of shine your flashlight in there, you can see the edge of the mouse trap. So it really did pull it in there really far. I don't know. Maybe we scared it too. Maybe it won't come back out this way. Pretty scary stuff, huh?
yeah, this is like a real life drama.
Yeah. This has been ongoing since what, November?
Yeah, more activity. I think it's just been colder
Yeah.
and I guess more hungry. We've taken away more of the source of the food.
Teach this guy a lesson.
Yeah, but maybe we need a lesson in mouse catching.
Okay, mouse trap is set and ready for you. Set for the mouse, I mean. We'll give you an update. Bye!
The next day.
So far the rat's been learning lots, and now we're also equally doing our research so that we could be 1 step ahead. But so far we've been 2 steps behind.
Here's our new plan of action since our new development. We went to Canadian Tire to get our mouse catching starter pack. We actually figured out we have a rat, but the rat glue traps are too expensive, so we got the mouse ones. Hopefully they're sticky enough and big enough, but this is our idea, okay? So we don't, every night, since we moved away all the food from the kitchen, the mouse has been, or rat has been trying to get into other rooms. And the problem with that is that it chews things that are not food, like our board games. So I'm so scared that it'll eat into our furniture soon. So what we're going to do, this might be dumb and it might not work, but we're going to seal off the entrance with stickies. So like line this whole area up so it can't get through. And then that'll secure the whole rest of our house. And then within the kitchen, we're going to put out, we splurged on the rat traps. They're massive because the original ones that we had were for mice, and basically it clamped onto the rat, but it disappeared, so the rat was still alive. It was probably just dragging around the little mouse trap with it. Riley came up with a good idea that we're going to put berries and stuff, bait on the traps, but not set it, so that the rats will grow to trust the trap, and so then they'll learn to eat off of it. And then once we notice the food disappears consistently, then we'll set it and then kill it.
We have to barricade everything in a safe place. First, it started off with food. Now that we took away its food source, we are barricading and taking away everything else that I could chew on, like our very valuable systematic theology textbook, our baby Cahoon, baby Tay. In this living room, there used to be more things.
So homey and cozy.
Yes. We stripped down our Christmas tree of a light over here. There's not anything there. And in between here, we took literally everything out. Put everything in a plastic box. Plastic box over here. We are going to put all our pillows away in this side bedroom. And in here, we realized that the mouse was also getting at, for some reason over here, it just kind of chewed on the plastic. We vacuumed it, cleaned it, sanitized it, and then put everything in a box, cleaned up over here. And we're gonna close this door And then we're gonna barricade the bottom of the door so the mouse can't crawl in under it.
I feel like if it wanted to, all I have to do is bite onto the towel and just pull back, and then it'll be done. And then it'll come in.
Well, I hope we don't need anything in this room until we catch that mouse.
I like how they all have different designs.
Probably to trip out the mouse.
Yeah.
Meanwhile.
Alright, so after doing some investigation on the internet, we have decided to train our mouse and with our new mouse traps, and it's been working well for us so far. Let's take a look. Alright, so this is our mouse trap, and I guess rats like to hide or eat in undercover areas, so this is nice and undercover from this table thing. So, and we also know that it likes frozen berries or berries in general. So we, over the past 2 nights, have been putting out blueberries on the trap and not set so that it would get familiar with this environment. And the past 2 nights it's eaten it. Tonight we're going to set another one here, and then hopefully tomorrow we have ourselves a nice rat thing.
Later that same evening.
Literally, we didn't even fall asleep yet, and then we hear the trap go off, and then it ends up all the way over here somehow. And there's blueberries scattered everywhere, and no sign of rat. How does it manage to get out of that? Oh, new plan. So we're gonna use this box as a new environment and use the trap that it didn't spring yet and stick it in here so that yeah, it senses something new. And I guess this acts as another way that we can just easily dispose of it. So just cleaning it up and resetting for take 2.
3 days later.
So we come back from Windsor and from a weekend trip, and now we, bring in our things, shovel the snow, we settle in. So Adam bought a mice rat repellent thing, which is basically something that you plug into the wall and it makes loud sounds, and then the rats don't like it, so they run away or something. And then I see some carnage over here, and I'm like, oh, what could that be? What could that be? So I look, and then it shoots through 3 layers of bag to get to a bag, and it didn't even look like it took anything.
It did. You see?
Like a little bit. But it's like, 3 layers? Like, that's insane. Also, while we were gone was this towel that was neatly tucked under this door frame so that the rat couldn't get under there, but it somehow moved out of the way. Alright, so we're waging war. Sam got home and she heard the mouse scratching at that door back there. And so we think that there's no way out in there, so what we're doing is we're barricading our whole living room so that it'll become a little gladiator war zone here, and then we'll just go at it with a broom, and then hopefully that'll be the end of this chapter. So we got the little coffee table blocking that. We're taking this to block underneath the couch so it can't get under there.
Okay.
Alright, let's do this.
Okay. I want a clean fight. Win by KO.
Or not. Alright, so we gotta stay inside the cage at all times. First one to leave the cage is disqualified. It's us or the rat. Alright, so let's check our perimeters, make sure that we got everything covered.
I'm gonna be the first one to leave the cage. Oh, I should grab the bucket.
Oh, dude! Ripped jeans!
Oh my gosh, it really tried to get out.
Oh, that's a mess right there. I got it! I got a big one!
First things first, get the tripod.
Part of the process was to just wipe down all of the floors with bleach and disinfectant. So we literally wiped every inch of the house on the ground just to make sure that there was no rat pee poo, whatever, that we can get some sort of disease from. Although with all the bleach in the air, I'm getting a little lightheaded because of it. As I was going to move all my camera equipment to my car or whatever, Sam found that there was some stuff in my bag, and turns out that the rat was eating at my clamps. Yeah, so at this point I have to disinfect all my clamps because I need them this weekend. But it chewed off the handle of this one pretty bad. So now we're inspecting all our bags here to make sure that nothing else was chewed through or something like that. After finally disinfecting the whole house, our solution was to put everything in our little fortress. So all the boxes that were in the storage room, we completely wiped down and just stuck it here in a huge tower. And over here, we stripped down the mattress covers and then we stuck in the wash. That's there, and hopefully our room holds up and we don't have any intruders through the edge of the door. This place is so echoey now that there's like nothing in here. And the funny thing is that when we were looking in here, there were no holes that like the rat could have came in from. So we found it really strange how the mouse or the rat even got in here, unless if it did some sort of James Bond thing through sealing the vents or whatever.
The next day.
Alright, I know we say this literally every time we give an update, but I think tonight's gonna be the night. Yesterday, the landlord came by while we were out for dinner and he dropped off this massive cage because he thought that maybe a bigger cage would help. Anyways, so he left this and then we came back and we found that there's one piece of popcorn just right here. And we're like, what the heck? Why would the landlord just leave one piece of like popcorn just on the side over there? So today the landlord came down and I asked him, like, did you just leave like one piece of popcorn on the side? But then it turns out that he left like a huge dish of popcorn and there was only one left. I was like, why did it not set off then? So it turns out that the landlords didn't set the trap to be very sensitive, but we since then have fixed it and it's quite sensitive and easy to set. So if I just kind of touch this a little bit, woo, then the whole thing goes off. Since yesterday the rat was interested in what we got going on over here. Maybe tonight will be the night.
7:59.
Good morning, world. Okay, so we just woke up. Lovely night. We woke up a few times hearing the mouse or the rat scratch through things, and the night previous it was scratching through the wooden wall. So we thought it was doing the same thing, but
I heard a crash in the in the early night, and then I was like, Aaron, it's nothing. But then turns out,
now we have a pet. It's actually quite big. So I guess it got hungry because we set this like electric thing and we had oranges here. So I ate all our oranges and then got... Oh, it's trying to come out. It's hissing at me. Oh dude, that's big, yo. Oh, it's scared. You should be scared. Just eat your food. It'll be fine. What?
don't scream. Don't scream. Don't scream.
We drive it to church. Far away. There's a park nearby.
What should we name it?
Stuart Little?
Okay, Stuart Big.
Stuart Big. This might be the end of our problems tonight.
Okay.
Wow, good thing we saved this humidifier box because it fits perfectly in here. Alright, off to church, little guy. You need saving. A few nights previous, we were hearing a lot of chewing, right? So we decided to come out and check it out. And so it turns out it was chewing through this wooden thing. And our great idea was to just whip a cage here, because once it chews through, you know, it'll have to go left, right, or go straight. So yeah, there's that. It completely didn't work, but I guess it was a diversion for this. What? The rat's gone, don't worry. Alright, time to disinfect. Spray him with the bleach. Clean up after our new pet, Big Stuart. Our little guy waiting to go to church. Don't worry, friend, you'll meet God soon.
have a rat in the back seat.
Rat in the back. You got
Rat
a rat in the back.
Rat in the back.
We left early to go to church so we could drop it off. But it's a kind of a really chilly day today. It's like negative like 10 or something. So I hope the rat brought a jacket. So how's this gonna change the way that you live now?
I think we've built some good habits cleaning wise to clean everything before bed, so we will maintain that habit. Thank you for teaching us life skills, Mr. Rat.
I recommend everyone gets a rat so that if their parents didn't teach them proper house etiquette, this rat will sure teach you that.
Okay.
Food preservation, cleanliness, so many things, so many good life skills. What was your biggest win with this rat?
Biggest win is when we caught it.
Okay, I mean like second biggest win.
To be honest, I don't think we had many wins. This was a really clever rat. Well, when we trained it to eat blueberries, we almost caught it because it set off the trap, but it got away because I think it's actually too big for that trap maybe.
It'll miss being house trained, but hopefully in the 3 months that we had to train our little Stuart or big Stuart, you know, hopefully it'll survive out there in the wild.
Let's go!
Yeah, so when I said we'd bring it to a park, we actually did mean bring it to a park, but we brought it to an industrial park. But there's a forest here. Face your fears, La. It didn't even do anything yet. What?
Right at the door!
It's right at the door? Oh yeah, it is right at the door. Oh, hello there. Oh, it wants to come out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cold, La. Okay, it ran back. Pull it. At this point, I handed over the camera to Sam, but she accidentally stopped recording, so I'll just let her tell the story. Take it away, Sam.
I was too scared to release the guy, so Riley stepped in to save the day. He opened the cage and off he went. Yay! Goodbye, Big Stuart. Good luck out there. Have fun on all your new adventures.